I'm learning as I grow more and knowing who I am as a person and growing in my faith in God to know that everything happens in God's timing, right? We beat ourselves up sometimes. I know I do, right? When you feel like, okay, I could have done this different or better to make that work, right? Where at the end of the day, that was either your lesson or and at the end of the day, it just wasn't time for you in that, right? So yeah, we think, okay, if I had done XYZ, it would have worked. Or if I had said XYZ, it would have changed the situation or the dynamic. When at the end of the day, you only can do what God allows you to do, right? So that thought, that action you took was what God placed on you to do at that moment, right? And whether it was to teach you a lesson or simply to say that, hey, it's just not time for that particular thing at the moment. So even when we think we've done something wrong, we've said the wrong thing that caused something to not work out the way we thought it should, it wasn't us, right? We can't do anything beyond God's will. So whatever thought we had, whatever action we took, it was God placing that on us to do that thing, right? Most times I think for you to learn different, and when the time presents itself again and the timing is right, you'll have that lesson and that nugget, and it will work when it's the time, right? It's nothing we can do. This is my opinion, right? I could be totally wrong, but with my faith in God, it's just what I believe, that there's nothing we can do to stop what God has for us, for you and for me at that moment, right? If it's something we're prepared for, something we have the mental capacity to obtain, I feel God will let it happen, right? If you're taking those steps, if you're taking the steps and nothing is happening on your journey, whatever it is, I feel like it's just God's preparation to say, hey, it's not quite time, right? I don't know what's missing at that moment to say it's not that time. However, it's something that God knows that, hey, if this happens now for that person, or if I let them get it without putting in all the perspiration, all the hard work that they need to appreciate it, then he's not going to let it happen, in my opinion, at that moment. We have to learn to walk in humility. We have to learn to prepare ourselves, trust God, believe in God, so when things happen, we know that, hey, it wasn't nothing I done. It was only by God's grace that this happened, right? That's my feel. That's my spill on that. That's how I feel, that God is in control of everything, right? And I know we beat ourselves up. I do it when things don't work out, when deals fall apart in real estate. However, I have to restructure that thinking to not try to understand why it didn't work out, but just know it didn't work out for the greater good of me, right? And most times I can contest that when I lost a deal or things didn't work out on a deal like I was hoping it would, something comes along to replace that. And I tend to forget about that, what I lost, right? Not to say it happens immediately. I'm not saying that, right? I just know when I lose out on something greater is coming. And that's not just in real estate. That has been in my life as well. You know, from past relationships to money ventures or whatever the case may be, where you lost something and you thought at that moment it was bad, or sometimes you may have thought it was the worst thing that could have happened, right? However, if God pulls you through it and it's for you, then something better is definitely on the way. I truly believe that, because I've experienced it my whole life. So that's why now, not to say you don't have a down moment, you don't wonder, or you don't beat yourself up a little bit over things, but at the end of the day, when you pull it all back and really think about it, you had to realize, hey, it wasn't for me at this moment. God has a plan. You just keep doing taking the roadmap, taking the actionable steps you need to take in whatever you're trying to do in life in general, right? Just keep living life and trust and believe that things are going to work out, and don't beat yourself up when things don't work out, because it just wasn't at that moment, right, when it was supposed to work out.